Hi everybody, this is Tech and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a little review of the Samsung SL50. It is a very popular camera in the 2010s and it has a lot of cool features, and unlike a lot of what other influencers are promoting, this camera is very cheap to get on either eBay or Facebook Marketplace. I got mine for $10. So if you want to have a digital camera to take photos this summer, you don't need to buy the Canon G7X and spend a couple $100. Even though it's a very good camera, it's out of the price range for a lot of people, or even getting the Sony CyberShot. I see them going for around $200 sometimes. I got this camera for $10. You can find it everywhere for pretty cheap. It has a lot of cool features. So going straight with the specifications, it has a 10 megapixel camera. If you're not familiar with megapixels, they don't actually matter that much in actual photography. Low megapixels means better low light photos. High megapixels means sharper images. But as you notice, iPhone cameras, they have a 48 megapixel camera. They take photos maybe too sharp and you can see every pore in your face. You can see almost every detail too much. That doesn't mean these cameras can't take high quality, high definition photos, but they don't show every single pore. And I'll show you in a second. I took a couple photos on here and ported them over to my iPad so you can see them up close. But yeah, that's like the main thing. It also has 5 times optical zoom. So this camera, unlike your iPhone, only has one camera, but that actually doesn't matter because the other cameras on iPhones don't actually work together. They're all separate entities, and those cameras are just mostly for like wide angle and zoom. So just having a wide angle camera itself that you can like zoom in with a button to get a clearer shot is better than actually having 3 separate cameras. That involves it having this very thick camera that has to physically go in and out. But regardless, it's a very good camera itself because it's only dedicated to taking pictures. And I'm gonna show you a little trick on how to take aesthetic digicam photos, because a lot of people gatekeep settings on these cameras. You don't just have to take it on auto mode. If you click menu, you are brought to this very cool screen, and I think it actually looks futuristic in my opinion. And if instead of going to smart auto, click on program. And once you're in program mode, you can click FN, this button right here, and you can change so many things. Now, I'm gonna tell you the 2 settings you're supposed to put to do the aesthetic photos. Bring your exposure up by 1 notch past the 0. And for your white balance, switch it to cloudy. So auto white balance is this, but cloudy brings you this very warm toned photo, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It pairs well with the flash. So let me just show you a couple photos I took on here and I'll do a little demonstration. So bring out my iPad. I took a couple photos on this camera. So first, here's one photo you can take. This is a bottle of Coke, and as you can see, it's a little bit out of focus, but that's fine because it brings a new aesthetic to the photo and it looks very good in my opinion. It has that nice blur to the edges that I like and that a lot of digital cameras have. I don't need to have a super high resolution, crazy insane photo. I kind of want a specific aesthetic from a photo. Like, look at the background. That looks nice, even though it's just my table and like power cords. Let's go to another photo. This is an example of it taking a high definition photo. As you can see, I can zoom in. That is high definition. I can see every particle of dust on this mouse, and it's taking a very, very clear photo. This was taken on the digital camera. Another photo where you have to be careful is these older cameras kind of suck with autofocus. So if you take a photo and it's not focused, maybe try to tap this button. Don't press it, but tap it, and it helps with the focus. Because if you take an unfocused photo, it'll look very blurry. It's another one where it's unfocused. And this is how it will look when it's in focused, much better. And as you can see, it looks very detailed, but it's not too sharp, which I like. It has that soft edges. Look at the lightning bolt. It looks soft, but it looks very cute, if that makes sense. Going to this photo. As you can see, it's also the mouse. Sorry, let me get back. This one. This is another thing with digital cameras. As you can see, this bottle is very dark. So digital cameras take very high contrast photos, so you need to realize that they're not the best with those darker colors, but sometimes you want it to take a darker photo. So this is just regular with the flash. It picked up these lighter colors much better, but I actually like how this photo looks, believe it or not. It has like a specific aesthetic to it that I feel normal cameras don't do nowadays, or I guess phone cameras. This is another one. It shows very clearly how digital cameras take these photos. So as you could see, it takes that very juicy red. This is how it looks in real life. Okay. So as you could, if my camera will focus on it, this is how it looks in real life. Look how the digital camera took it. Okay. It's much darker in this photo. As you can see for this one, can you even read the oud wood on it? But look how cool this white bottle is. And this is it looks on here. So it looks cool, but that's something you have to notice with digital cameras. They're actually notorious for being bad with darker skin tones, so be aware with that when you're buying, I guess, this camera in particular. But most digital cameras actually struggle with taking darker skin tones, which kind of sucks, but it can be supplemented a little bit with the flash. And if you look at other YouTubers' photos, you can make your own decision on if you feel digital camera looks are good for your case. But I know many people with darker skin tones that their digital camera photos look just fine, and so it's just up to, I guess, certain situations, the lighting. A lot of things are the lightings for digital cameras. The more lighting, the better photo you'll take, especially for different skin tones and other colors like this. Like, I bet if there was even more lighting, it would have probably took a more clearer photo. This is one where it kind of looks dreamy. So this is why I chose like the cloudy white balance, because it pairs well with the flash and it gives a soft glow on the items in the photo. It kind of look majestic, I would say, or like a berry type of tone. I don't know what people are necessarily calling this aesthetic, but I would just call it the digital camera aesthetic. And even the soft edges on here, it looks quite nice. Another photo, jump scare, it's me. So this is a photo without, so let me show you the difference between taking a photo with and without a flash. No flash, the light looks kind of harsh on my face from outside. Another one where I'm trying to angle my face in the sunlight. The photo looks fine, you can't see every pore in my face, but this one is taken with the flash, with the cloudy white balance I was telling you about. Look how much better this photo looks. I even took another one. As you can see, compare this photo, okay, to this photo. It's like completely opposite. There's no harsh shading on my face. You can't really tell any of like the pores or my acne scars in this photo. It makes my face, I don't know, for some reason look better, but I guess it's just more how I envision my face looks in my head. So compared to phone cameras that are just very, very overly sharpened, not like that soft glow kind of look, which I kind of like in photos. So keep that in mind. This is like a photo I just took on the camera that I ported over. Another thing is be careful when not to take flash, because I took a photo of this with flash, it looks bad. Took a photo without the flash, it looks fine. So gotta know when reflections look bad when you're taking photos with flash. Another one, no flash, it looks nice, dreamy, and soft. You don't need to have the flash for all your photos. So that's something. This is just a cloudy white balance. You can see it looks dreamy. That a lot of influencers put that type of filter on the camera. So if you were like, why does my digital camera not take the photos the way I want them to? It's because you need to actually go into the little settings and change it up. So those are the photos I took on here. I'm gonna show you just one more photo where I'm taking it on this camera. Maybe if you want to learn how to use it. So let me take a photo. I got 3 of these little perfumes. So let me just put them, line them up. And this time they're gonna be facing towards the sunlight. I'm gonna take the photo of them and show it to you. So you just click the power button. There's a laser on here. So when you click on the camera, hold this button down, it's going to flash this, then take the flash. And if you want to turn on or off the flash, if you click this button, it's on auto and you can just scroll between, but I'm gonna keep it on auto because I want to see if it's gonna take the flash automatically. Let me move some items out the way. You click it once to zoom and then you just hold it. I know you didn't see that in your camera, but I took one photo without the flash. So if I bring it over to fill in, it should take a photo with the flash. holding down that camera button. Took 2 photos. So here is it with the flash. As you can see, a lot of shadows, maybe some overexposure. I'm trying to actually get this focused because it's having trouble picking it up. But it actually looks good. Like, I actually like this aesthetic when it comes to photos. I think it looks cool. I've noticed a lot of influencers, when they take their photos, it looks like this. But I'm going to show you it without the flash. So that's how it looked without it. And it looks very good. If you have good lighting, even with like any type of element, like light color things, dark color things, it will look good if you have good lighting. And it still has that very awesome aesthetic. And then again, it's with the cloudy filter. Actually, let me show you an image without the cloudy filter so you know what I'm talking about. Just put it on Smart Auto. Okay. Take the photo. That's how it looks without the cloudy white balance. It looks fine, but I like the cloudy more. I think that's what the influencers are going for and a lot of people. But this is like an item in the background of the image and it looks sharp. Like, it's just because it's 10 megapixels does not mean it's bad. iPhones had 12 megapixel cameras forever. Look, it looks great. So yeah, that's my little review of the Samsung camera. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any questions on how to use this camera, let me know. You just pop open the bottom. There's the battery holder. You might need to buy search like battery charger for digital camera. It will pop up. SD card slot pops in easily. But yeah, this is the camera. This is a speaker. It takes very bad videos. Do not take videos on this camera. SL50 power button. And for how old this camera is, it holds up pretty well. This one's a tank. I've had other cameras, I've dropped them, they broke. This one will not break. I've dropped it more than once on accident, or I've had friends even drop this camera, and it's fared pretty well. So $10 camera, I like it. So let me know what you guys have any questions, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and have a great day. Peace out.